Have you seen the combo that Gamebreaker God does at the end of his Onslaught video? And after you watched it, were you like this?
Wow. How the blood-soaked Protestant hell did you do that?
I will break down that combo for you, but I changed the ender. GBG uses a runic cancel at the end of his combo, but you know, there is plenty of tutorials for that already, so as a little bonus, I'm replacing it with my favorite way to throw the axe. And at the end of this video you will have my own thoughts about learning combos and how to get better at it in general. So if you already know the tech in this combo, or if you don't want to learn it, you can skip to that chapter. I will leave timestamps in the description for you. Without further ado, enjoy my Swedish accent and let's have a look at the combo. I will break it down in 3 steps, it will be easier to follow along. So here we have step 1, step 2, and step 3. Right, let's break down the opener with Spartan kick. You're gonna start off by do a dodge, recall the axe into a heavy attack. And then you are swapping to the spear, you're gonna throw it and then swap back to barehanded. So you're doing a dodge, recalling the axe into a heavy attack, swapping to the spear, throwing it and then swapping back to barehanded. And then you are doing a shield strike by double tapping block. By the way, you can change this setting if you go to settings and gameplay and change the touchpad, swipe touchpad to shield strike. This is personal preference, I just like double tapping because of the rhythm. So after the shield strike you're gonna do a axe recall into a light attack. And the timing on this is the same as if you were doing this tech. Okay, there you have it. Let's have a look at it in slow motion. So before we're gonna start step 2, you're gonna swap back to barehanded. And this is the second part of the combo. You can practice this sequence outside of the combo by doing a dodge. But in the combo you don't have to dodge, since we're using the momentum from the shield strike and the weapon swap. Alright, time to practice this. You're gonna do a dodge, followed up by an axe recall, light attack, into a heavy throw. Coming up, this is the hardest part in all of this tutorial. If you're still having problems with getting this to work, make sure to check out the troubleshooting section where I talk more about this. When you see the animation for the heavy throw, you're going to recall the axe and you're gonna hold it. The reason for holding it is because you want the game to register the input as soon as it's possible for the axe to get back to Kratos. And then you have to let go of the axe recall right before you are swapping to the Blades of Chaos. Okay, listen. The weapon swap to Blades of Chaos needs to be frame perfect, otherwise this won't work. And as the axe is flying back to him, you're gonna do the input for Flame Whiplash light attack. When he catches the axe, you're gonna swap to the spear. And after you have swapped to the spear, we are going to throw it like we did in step 1. Swap back to barehanded, and then we're doing a returning storm cancel by pressing aim, block, heavy attack and recall all at the same time. Okay, so time to quickly go over my favorite throw before we are moving on and breaking down the last part of the combo. this throw is great. Not only does it look cool, but you also get into Frost Awaken after throwing it. And this is good to learn since it's the opener for the tech called Ghost Axe. And Not Harvard have an awesome tutorial on this. I will leave a link in the description for you, so go check that out. Okay, so let's learn the throw and then we finish the combo. Okay, so you're gonna start by doing any blades attack. Then you're gonna swap back to barehanded. Wait a little bit, then start holding the axe recall button and press down on the D-pad to swap to the spear and throw the axe. Okay, so let's break down the last part of the combo, and here is a quick recap. We have the opener with Spartan Kick into Shield Strike, and then the second part with the Flame Whiplash cancel from a heavy throw, followed up by a Returning Storm cancel. Swap to the blades right before Kratos hits the ground and then immediately do a Hyperion grapple by holding aim and light attack. So here is where the axe throw comes in. Do you remember? So you're gonna swap to barehanded and then you're gonna recall the axe and hold it. Swap to the spear and do a light throw. And everything else from here is pretty straightforward. You're just gonna cancel the dodge with a sprint into a heavy attack, followed up by a normal Returning Storm. And then you can pop rage and go bananas if you like.
I think it's about to... No!
In this chapter I will show you a couple of clips of what may happen when you are practicing this and how to fix them. In this first clip I am trying to swap to the spear too quickly. You have to wait just a little bit for the axe to reach Kratos' hand. I'm having the same problem here, but after the spear throw. I'm trying to swap back to barehanded too quickly. And this will happen if you are doing the shield strike too quickly after going back to barehanded. If you're too close to the enemy, the shield strike will come out like this. And here is some common problems in the second part of the combo. In this clip I'm swapping to the blades too late. And this happened a lot for me when I was learning this. I'm inputting the Flame Whiplash attack too fast, so you just have to wait a little bit. And here is another swap to the spear that is being done too quickly. Let Kratos catch the axe before doing the weapon swap. Alright, so about the timing on Flame Whiplash after the heavy throw. How I think about it is that I'm doing the weapon swap into Blades of Chaos right before the axe leaves Kratos' hands. But when I'm looking at it in my own footage, frame by frame, the left D-pad input doesn't register until a couple of frames later. And what I mean by that is that this may differ for you because of input lag. It depends on what kind of TV or monitor you are using. If you are on PS4 or PS5, you will have to experiment to find out what works for you.
What are you thinking, brother?
Here is my thoughts and tips regarding combos. Do not mash. Try to feel each strike and time your inputs. Even the most basic combo will be more satisfying to do if you play that way. Seriously though, where is the fun in this? Have rhythm in your button presses. Dance with Kratos. Think of it like Step Mania or Guitar Hero. Take this clip for an example when I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on my hitbox. It's almost like I'm playing an instrument. Last but not least, take a break. When you struggle with a combo and you start to getting frustrated, just stop playing. Another good example of when you should put the controller down is, let's say you have nailed the first part of this combo with the Spartan Kick, but you keep failing the second step with Flame Whiplash that you are practicing. But then all of a sudden you start to mess up the first part of the combo that you nailed. If this happens, take a break. You have been trying too much. Play something else, go for a walk, hang out with your friends or family. Get back to it after several hours or even the next day. Your brain needs to process what your fingers have been doing, okay? So next time you try, you will notice improvement, trust me. It is fascinating how muscle memory works.